have created so far, we have one transactional table and 4 dimensions. Now, company dimension came automatically as a part of the model. The same also date. Currency and item have been created from transactional table with one move. Now, this is a little specific from BFO Dynamics because when we are in the model, like we were in our transactional table, we can create at the same time dimension and connect dimension to a table. In this case, this connection is normal, just dimension holds only primary key, and this is what we did for item and currency, and then we added item attributes. Why we are doing this? Because our wizard solution is very smart. This dimension from fields and from enum are created manually. Also dimensions that require customer relationship. But many tables are already connected, and if table asset table is connected to CAS invoice trans, then it's logical. This is a primary key, this is a foreign key, that I can automatically hook these things together into the star schema easily with one move. Now, in case we are working with the role-playing dimension like customer, then we have to go to our menu, and we cannot create dimension bill to customer here and then say this is also sell to customer, but we have to go for customer dimension into the manage dimension part. So let's create a customer dimension. And we are going to add a primary table that is a cast table. Now you may think, okay, why do we use stage table? We can use any other schema if the table would be in other schema, but currently all the source table are only from Dynamics, and that's it. Now cast table can be extended with other table. Let's just add a cast group. That is the cast group, and bring a cast group ID. So cast group is going to be connected to cast group. Okay, fine. And let's add some values here. Let's go to customer first and add some group-like columns. Commission group, cast group we will add from there. Cast group, mark group, price group, sales group, statistic group, tax group. Obviously, we will add segment and sub-segment. This is heavily used in all the projects. And we don't want to create third party and economic resource and so on for now. We just want to show the tool. Now I'm filtering the type of data type column int 32. Why on earth I would do? Because this is a type of enum, and I know that if I select block customer, this is hidden as a 0 and 1. But if I choose this through our wizard, it will create an option text and display this as an option text. So this is quite cool. It does again 2 things at once, and the same way you can see I can add any other attribute. It is just sometimes these columns are true, false, sometimes are more meaningful, but yeah, just for presentation purposes will be training is fine. And in the cast group, I'm going to choose cast group and name. Be very careful with the names, because name can be, if you have 10 tables in the model or description, you will have 10 times name. So be very careful that you don't forget to put the right name, because this is not a customer name, this is a cast group name. That's just it here. Okay, let's just generate the model here. We go all the way, deploy and process, and do this everything here. So again, we choose 2 tables only. And now this is in the model. We can add dimension into transactional table really to work on our star schema. And now we are going to do 2 things when we bring role-playing dimension. So customer is a role-playing dimension. Why? Because we have in the CAS invoice journal, we have order account and invoice account. So first we are going to say, you know what, I'm going to connect this table, cost table, to a customer table, and I'm going to say sell to customer, because this is a role-playing dimension that's going to be connected to order account. Invoice jour, or not back order, but order account, okay? And this is going to be a role-playing. The name that user will see is sell to. Behind, in our model, we'll have the name customer. Okay, this is good. And then can we connect again cost table? Can we search for another cost table? No, of course not. It's only one relationship that's being always offered. If you want to have more connections to the same physical table, then we'll use custom. Of course, we have to have in this transactional table multiple columns that present this. So this is going to be bill to customer. Be very careful how you write this capital, otherwise you can end up with a lot of same role-playing dimensions. And empty space equals to invoice account. Invoice account, cost jour invoice account. So this is text. Other relationship was a relationship from the model. And now one thing. Do we have to select columns here? Account, invoice account, and order account. Now here is the thing. Let's not select invoice account, okay? And why we want to hit on error, because when we create a relationship between dimensional and transactional table of table type, or source is a table, then our solution automatically knows that this is a table relation between the columns that are structured, and these columns are going to be appended automatically. In this case, this column will be added automatically. Now, for custom relationship, our solution doesn't know what we wrote. Of course, it know it's a text, but it's not structural text. So invoice account column will not be added to cost invoice jour in the fact. It will not be selected, so we are going to hit on error. Let's hit on error intentionally. Stage is fine, but then when we create the model here, it says, you know what? You have invalid, actually missing column invoice account. In our transactional table, we didn't add invoice account, but we wanted to connect dimension to this. So this is because, don't forget, you are super flexible when you are creating custom relationship. This text can bring, any text expression that you want, but our application cannot pick up, parse the string and get the column. So you have to take care about this by yourself when you're dealing with custom relationship. You can use it. So all we need to do is choose this. This guy was already selected by the wizard itself, so it doesn't have to do anything here. So we don't need to save. It's enough just to update. We expect to have 168,000 transactions. Let's see. Here it goes. Going back to our Excel. Okay, so let's see what we have. This is our previous model. In our previous model, so that's why Excel is better. I can see how it was before, and on refresh, we are going to add new values here, new values, new dimensions. And here we see bill to customer and sell to customer. So let's just change this and let's bring it with a cost group name, okay? So you have seen it now that this is a role-playing dimension. One is a sell to, one is a bill to, and there is no track about the physical dimension, which is one and only, and that is a customer. So this is a specific, and it is well supported and easy to maintain, because every time you do a change to the customer dimension, it will be always giving you the values in both. So this complete this part of the exercise.